I'm gonna be up front. I forgot my laptop at my co-working space, so we're gonna have to make do with whatever setup this is because I did promise I would make a video a week, and today's Sunday, so I don't have that much time left. So there's no space to use this microphone. Oh, actually, I guess I have another computer. Oh well, this video's been hard for me to make for a week now. I like the idea of waiting for inspiration, but sometimes that inspiration just doesn't come. It's like motivation, it comes and goes. Sometimes you are more motivated to do something, sometimes you just lack any motivation to do it at all, so you don't do it. And that's where, as I've said in the video before, that's where discipline comes in. You do things when you don't want to do them. This is a video I did not have motivation or inspiration for the entire week. I'm just gonna tell you about what's going on in my head recently. I've been trying to get into more of a routine recently and be more mindful, more intentional about the things I am doing on a day-to-day to ensure that I'm moving somewhere towards my goals every single day. And yeah, I just have so many goals that I have a lot packed into my days. I wake up early, I do Duolingo, do like a guided meditation on whatever the meditation app is. I go to the gym, I go to work, come home, make dinner, go to sleep. Some of my days now, I'm going on dates. Some of the days now, I'm going to yoga. Yeah, my days are more monotonous now than they were before, and I think that's a good thing. I do think I need that focus, that schedule in my life right now, so I just don't have to find ways to occupy my time. Also at night, I guess I'm reading. Need to get more on top of journaling. Just not sure how often I should be doing that, but yeah, I'd say life in New York recently, I felt both lost and lonely. I did get out of a relationship like 2 months ago, and I think it's hitting the hardest for me now, which is why I'm trying to find more things to occupy my time and focus on myself more. So I'm just, doing a lot of activities that involve like self-discovery, or what is the other word I'm looking for? I'm just doing things for myself, whether that's like working out, learning online, reading, writing, whatever. Just making time go by. I think one of the hard things about moving to New York is, sure, there are millions of people here, but it can be a very lonely experience. I just read a book called The Lonely City, and it's about looking through loneliness through the lens of art. And the author dives into a lot of the greatest artists who lived in the city at some point and her own experiences in the city. I think it's a universal experience to feel lonely in a city like New York. Also, I think your early 20s are... Ooh, phone's gonna fall. Also, I think your early 20s are definitely a time for self-discovery. I don't think it helps that I'm on more of an untraditional path where most of my colleagues, my friends are still in school, and I came to the city pretty much not knowing anybody. But I would not undo any of the things I have done. I'm very proud of the decisions I've made in the last year and a half or so, because I was just following the path that was best for me. Some things I've been more excited about recently, and I know me talking to this camera usually sounds like I'm pretty boring. I lead a pretty boring life, and I'd say that is true most of the time. Side note, one of my closest friends here is leaving and moving to Miami, and he's been one of the closest people in my life in the last year. One of the closest friends I've made here, so that's been hard as well. But I don't know. I don't mean to play a victim here. I don't mean to complain. Uh, just kind of, yeah, a lot of this stuff sucks, but I'm also grateful to get to experience these feelings because they're just a part of life. Some things I'm more excited about in the next few months. I'm excited for the holidays. I'm excited to see friends and family who I haven't seen in only like 2 months now. But yeah, those are just always the best times. Along with that, just being able to go home. Very different from a place like New York, but I love my hometown. I'm excited to learn different types of sports. You know, growing up, I played everything, and it was hard because I had to balance all those sports. And I was eventually relieved when I focused in on one. But now that I'm older, I think, yeah, I have a whole new perspective. I have my own perspective on like my life, and I want to get into more of these sports for fun, not just as a means to an end to get to college or whatever. So I bought boxing gloves recently. I just bought a judo gi today. And I don't know, I just love combat sports because they're entirely reliant on you. You don't have to rely on a whole team, or you can't blame anybody but yourself if you win or lose. So just, it's not like I'm even competing right now, but yeah, I'm like learning how to box. I'm gonna try to get back into judo. I ended with like a green orange belt, but I'm starting off again as a white belt, which I think will be pretty funny. It's only funny to me, but when I go walk in whatever judo dojo I choose to join, that will be comedic in my head. So yeah, I'm excited to get into judo more specifically because I did it when I was younger, and I think I need a sport right now with more of a sense of community. I do have a gym membership. Uh, I do work out at Equinox, but I've I don't talk to anybody there. Like when I go to the gym, it's just me putting my head down, grinding, and then leaving. I know a lot of people like the gym as a social scene. I've just never seen it that way, so I don't meet people at the gym. So I'm hoping with uh, a sport like judo, maybe I meet new, interesting people and feel more of a sense of community. Other than that, yeah, I would like to be a little bit more spontaneous. I don't know what in, but once I get myself from experience, once I get into these periods where every day looks the same, every day is monotonous, I tend to hate it after a while because there's just nothing new coming into my life. And yeah, I would like to leave some space for spontaneity. And I think that also starts with me. That starts with me having to initiate, which I've been trying to work on more recently because I'm bad at initiating. I'm bad at planning. So, yeah, like I would like at least once a week to be spontaneous about something. I think you're hearing it now. That's my goal each week, to be spontaneous about something. And we'll see what those somethings end up being. So, yeah, there's no like lesson in this video. It's just me going on a rant about living in New York City in my early 20s. Yeah, it's been hard recently. It has been hard. But I don't know. I enjoy doing hard things because eventually they do pay off or you learn something. I'm not sure what the lesson is here yet, but I know once things are better that I'll look back, reflect, and be grateful for this period in my life. And maybe it just takes time for things to get better. So, yeah, I don't mean to be sorry this was. I'm not sorry. This was just more of a vulnerable video. And, yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I know somebody's always going through something, and maybe some things aren't things you can talk about. It would be nice. You should at least talk about those things with one person you trust. Yeah, I'd say all my close friends know how I'm doing right now. Yeah, don't wait for your friends to check on you. Be proactive and tell your feelings to somebody. So, that sounded really sad. Yeah, sorry if you can't hear me either, because I just don't have this microphone connected to a computer. And I take back all my sorries. I'm not sorry for any of this. Thanks for watching. Peace.